Hey, it's Mike Gretzinger here at Farming Smarter. We're with the Firkin strip trials today. That's short for fertilizer, canola, and strip tillage. And the whole idea of this project is to look at the 4R nutrient management for irrigated canola under some of the kind of more advanced management strategies that we're using. So that 4R is all about the right source of fertilizer at the right rate, the right time, and the right place. So in the case of these trials, the right source, we've got standard 4600 granular fertilizer. We've got some in-trench treated fertilizer as well as Super U that we're comparing. The right rate is going to be the same rate for us in this case. We did some background testing. Under irrigated conditions, we can target about 80 bushel canola for us, and we're counting on about 3 pounds of fertilizer per bushel. So pretty high background rate that we're going to be applying. The other two, the right time. So we've got some fall applications as well as spring applications, and then the right place. That's where this also gets really interesting. So with our strip tillage machine, we've done some fall broadcasting of the fertilizer. That's allowed us to deep band in some of these treatments and bury that in a little bit deeper where we're hoping to see less losses. We've also got a new sideband set up on our monosim planter this year. So we've got a new piece on the fertilizer application, and so that's going to help us get a better sideband on all of our spring sidebanded, spring shallow sideband as we call it. And then we're comparing that to kind of the more conventional spring broadcast and incorporate. And that's kind of the standard for a lot of irrigated places around here. And you can see there's a lot of things going on in these plots behind me. So these white boxes, we're taking N2O emissions for greenhouse gases. We've got some different moisture sensors in the ground there to compare the different cultivation methods. Weather station here to kind of capture background info for all that greenhouse modeling. And then there's also some orange PRS probes in the ground there. That's capturing a whole bunch of nutrient information right within the rows. So there's lots of cool stuff going on here. Carlo's going to be presenting this at our Farming Smarter Field School, June 25th and 26th. And I hope you can make it out and check out some of the interesting things we've got going on. So for the greenhouse sampling, we basically set up, we basically want to create a chart of the amount of emissions that are building up. So the first thing we do is we capture time zero check. So that's just tells us that there's ideally no emissions coming up for the zero time. Then we'll put a lid on our chambers there. We'll take a sample after 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and 30 minutes. And so you'll see us walking from plot to plot. We've got the entire trial set up on 1 minute intervals. So we have 1 minute to basically take a sample from one plot, go to the next one, and coincidentally we have 10 treatments. So it just happens to work perfectly. We've got 5 treatments per rep, so we can do 2 reps at a time, and then we can do the whole thing in 30 minutes. And just kind of, we leave the lids on the entire time and just let the emissions accumulate inside. And so for the sampling of the chamber, we've got some special syringes. You'll see us kind of prime it within the chamber itself. Every 1 minute, we'll draw a sample up. We take exactly a 20 ml sample, and then we put that in the vial, like I have right here. Usually we'll let it sit for a couple of seconds and make sure that there is a negative pressure, and you'll see the syringe will start to plunge down on its own. That's how we double check to make sure that these were set up properly. And then we'll put the rest of the sample in here. This actually goes out to U of A right now. There's a lab, Scott Chang's lab, and Zing Feng An do the analysis of these. And it's all just done on gas chromatography, so we get a nice readout. This is just point in time. Obviously there's varying emissions depending on the condition. The idea is to come out and test right after an irrigation event or rainfall or something. That's when the emissions are going to be highest. We're going to see the most results, and then we can kind of get the best comparison between these different treatments and see, not only which is better, in terms of yield, but also maybe which ones, maybe yields are the same, but there's maybe practices that have better environmental outcomes. So that's what we're looking at. It's pretty cool. It's just our first year this year doing this. So we've got 2 locations in Lethbridge and Sterling. and we'll be doing a couple more locations for the next couple of years. So stay in touch.